Alright everyone, and welcome back to my career on F106 as Sebastian Vettel. In the first race we started off our career with the Toro Rosso team, and it was a very strong start to the season. And looking back on the emails, just to recap, they were very happy with us. We got P10 in the race, and yeah, it was a very good result overall. And we're now looking ahead to the Malaysian Grand Prix. The previous winner was Fernando Alonso, and today we're going to be doing a 17 lap race. And yeah, of course, Malaysia always a chance of rain here, so it should be an interesting race. But once again, we're just going to look back at a little bit of a reminder of the previous round, and it was Vettel Career who won the first race then. And the two McLarens were both very strong, and there was Vettel there in P10. So yeah, it was a very good start to the season for him, but not for his teammate Liuzzi, who only finished, well, 21st, but he actually had a DNF in that one. And here in Q1 he was actually doing a lot better. He was through to Q2 at this stage, but Vettel was here and he was looking quick, but it did take him quite a while because it was quite near the end of the session once he got that quick time in, and it was only 14th for him in the end, but it was enough to get him through into Q2 for the second race in a row, with Liuzzi there in 17th, so a little bit better than the previous round. Into Q2 though, and Vettel was really pushing hard here, but I think just the track didn't suit him as well as Bahrain, and he was pushing a bit too hard here. You can see a few mistakes from him, both of these in Q2 while he was trying to get a good time together. So yeah, I think it was a little bit more difficult for him this weekend. You can see he was 16th to the stage, but he was on a better time this lap. But across the line we go, he improves to 15th, and that was the best he could manage, unfortunately. And in fact, I think Villeneuve it was who improved again, and that meant he only started 16th on the grid for the second race of the season, but that's still not bad. So we're going to the grid now. It was Kimi Raikkonen who took pole from Michael Schumacher. Montoya was third, so it's another strong result for McLaren there. It's looking like it's shaping up to be. Renault seeming really off the pace this weekend, only 7th and 9th for their cars, and they look so good after Bahrain. Well, certainly Vettel Career did anyway. Alonso really had to up his game here, but looks like they might struggle. Williams struggling quite a bit as well, only 7th row for them. There's Vettel and Liuzzi 16th and 17th, with the two Midlands on row 10 and the two Super Greys rounding out the grid. So here we are then on the grid, and you can see plenty of dark clouds around, so it could well rain before the end of this race, but the lights are coming on now. And away we go then for round 2 of the season. It looks like once again Vettel's got a pretty good start here. He's already looking past Villeneuve. It looks like he's got past Rosberg as well. He may even look at Webber down towards turn 1 in the slipstream towards the first corner then, but Webber braked a bit early there. I think that caught Seb out a little bit, and a few cars have appeared on his inside, but Vettel's going to try and hang on around the outside. Of course that'll become the inside for turn 2. It looks like he's got up to 15th place then, so not a bad start, but looked like he could have maybe gained a few more places there, but still it's a decent start. He's gained a place from where he started, and up towards turn 4 there should be more chance here, as a lot of people are looking to the inside here, but he's going to try and go around the outside, and he could get a few places here, and it looks like he has. I think Villeneuve and Clean, he's both past there, so he's up into 13th place now. That's a very good start for the young German then in his second race, and he's once again finding himself behind Nico Rosberg then, but he's run a bit wide there. That's not good for him, as Clean almost had a look back in, but not quite. And in fact his Trulli's going slowly in front of him now, and he might have a look at him into turn 9 around the outside, but Trulli's braked very late and he's almost gone into the Ferrari there. In fact he has hit him, and so has Vettel into Rosberg for the second race in a row, but looks like Vettel's got away with it this time. And yeah, it's not been a bad start to the race then for Vettel. He's up to 13th and skipping to the end of the first lap then, and he's still right behind Rosberg, and it looks like he's got a better exit than him as well, so he could get in the slipstream here and maybe pull off and move into turn 1. And it's a Cosworth engine in both these cars of course, and Vettel's looking to the inside here, and on the brakes he's just about brake later than Rosberg, and he's through and into P12. So yeah, it's been a very good start to the race for Vettel then, and we'll be looking at Jarno Trulli now for P11, but we're going to look at a replay first of that pass into turn 1. As you can see across the line, Vettel tucked him right behind that Williams, and he had a very good run down towards turn 1, and once he was alongside there was not much Rosberg could do, as long as Vettel made sure he got the braking just right for the corner, and he did just that. It was a nice moving up into 12th place he went. So yeah, very good opening to the race for him, and he's looking to pull the same move on Trulli now as well. Didn't get the best line through the corner, but he did get a much better exit than Toyota, has to be said. and he's reeling it in now down the pit straight. It looks like he's going to go for a carbon copy here. That's what he did on Rosberg. It looks like he's actually in a better position this time. Into turn 1, he's actually overshot it a little bit. He's gone a bit deep. He's got the inside line for turn 2 though, but Trelli's not left him much space there, and it looks like Vettel's half spun it, and that's not good for him. He's going to have to try and maintain the position now from Rosberg. But yeah, Trelli certainly didn't leave him much space there. Vettel spinning for the second race in a row, but I don't think he can really take the blame that time round, as Rosberg was having a look but he couldn't quite get through. And we're looking at replay now then, you can see Vettel just went a bit deep into turn 1, but it did give him the inside line for turn 2, but Trelli obviously decided that he was going to turn in whether there was a car there or not, and it meant that Vettel hopped over the curb and spun. So it was a big disappointment for him, not really his fault there, I'd have to say. And he's going to have to work hard to get that place back now. And a few laps later he has caught back up now onto lap 6, it did take him quite a while, but he'll no doubt be wanting to get that place back now. Well, certainly take it this time round successfully, because last time it certainly didn't work out for him at all. And he's got a very good run here at turn 2. He's going to follow him through turn 3 and hopefully get alongside him for the braking point at turn 4, and it looks like he may just have a chance on the brakes into turn 4. He's going at the inside. Oh, he's lost the back end there and he's spun it again. It looks like he's managed to hold it quite nicely though, but he's lost all that time once again, and I think that time you can't really blame Trelli for it. Looked like Vettel showing his inexperience again there. He got a little bit hot-headed after that first incident and maybe got a bit carried away there. You're going to see a replay again. He was looking to the inside line again, and has to be said, Trelli didn't give him much space again, but I think Vettel could have probably pulled off the move there cleanly, but he just lost the back end. Once again, a little bit of an experience showing. But skipping to the end of the lap though, and it looks like Massa's already in as well as a few behind that is, and Vettel up to 11th then, so that's pretty good news for him, because he's going to be going for a few more laps yet, and if there's cars coming in already, he's got a good chance of leapfrogging them in the pits then, as skipping to later on in this lap now. And it looks like there's a bit of smoke going up ahead, and it's a Vettel Career in fact who's had an engine failure, so that's a big surprise. And the race winner from the first race, of course the championship leader, is out of the race. We saw that Renault looked like they were struggling for pace here, but it looks like they've also got some reliability gremlins as well, so maybe things not quite as plain sailing for Renault as they first looked this season. It looks like they're going to have a few struggles in 2006, it looks like, certainly with McLaren looking quick as well. As Vettel crosses the line then to start lap 8 of 17, and a few more pit then, so Vettel up now into P9, so it's going alright for Vettel so far then, and he's still trying to get past Trelli, but no chance there. And on the next lap he would have been hoping that Trelli pitted there so that he could maybe gain an advantage in the pits, because Vettel's coming in next lap, so he would have wanted Trelli maybe to have been a bit lighter than him so that he could capitalise in the pits, but it didn't look like he's going to have it that way, so it will be a bit more difficult now to pass that Toyota in front of him. But skipping to the next lap, where it is now time for Seb to pit, but Trelli's still staying out and Vettel has a massive slide into the pits there. But yeah, it really is going to be a big challenge now to pass that Toyota in the pit stop phase, because turns out it was heavier than him, which is probably why he was able to keep up with the pace for it for the early part of the race. But here comes Vettel then into his pit box. He'll open for a little bit of a better stop than he had in Bahrain. Of course, the lollipop man was a bit eager lifting the lollipop when the fuel was still going in, and it looks like things were a lot more smoother this time then. The right rear I think was a bit slow coming off, but other than that it was a very good stop this time, and Vettel rejoining then in 12th place, and he's ahead of the Ferrari of Felipe Massa then. So we saw Massa come in very early, and it looks like it's cost him big time here as he's behind the Toro Rosso of Vettel, so that is, yeah, a big mistake there from Ferrari, certainly on the Massa side of the garage. And yeah, it's worked out very well then for Vettel as he's up into P12 now. But of course at the end of the lap Massa's going to be fighting back in, because the Ferrari is so much quicker, and he's looking to the outside, Vettel leaving him just about enough room, but Massa not quite with enough on the brakes to get around the outside. But Vettel's gone very deep though, he's almost gone into the pits again, and Massa's sneaked back through, but Vettel has got a better acceleration out the corner, and he's going to be looking again down the pit straight. They're looking out for Trelli as well, because he's coming out the pits, but it looks like he's comfortably ahead though. Into turn 1, Vettel's going to look to the inside. It's a very late move there, and Massa banging wheels with him a little bit. Vettel going very defensive into turn 2. I don't think he really needed to do that, and it might have compromised him around turn 3 and up to turn 4, but Massa behind once again. He'll be looking to try and get back up the inside into turn 4 here, and on the brakes, and Vettel leaving enough space and Massa not needing the second invitation and dives at the inside. But Vettel come back once again in turn 5 now. Looks like he's got the inside line again, but looks like he's also run wide again into turn 6. That could compromise his line, and it has, and Massa's hit him out wide. So looks like Vettel's just about held it together there. They're still going side by side rounds 10, 7 and 8. Looks like Vettel's just about got enough to hang on and in the top 10 for a second race in a row. But what a battle that was then for 10th place, and Vettel holding off a much faster Ferrari there, so very impressive stuff from him. We're skipping another couple of laps though, where he's still holding off Rosberg and Massa, but now you can see that there's a few drops appearing on the camera. So yeah, it looks like we're going to have a wet finish to this race, and that's just going to make things even more interesting into these final few laps. Will anyone pit for wet tyres, or Inters at least? Will it be worth making a pit stop? Of course, but we'll have to find out though. But on the next lap, Vettel's struggling quite a bit there. He's running quite a bit wide, and looks like Rosberg's going to have a look at the inside, and he's pulled off the move there comfortably. So it looks like Rosberg is enjoying these conditions a lot more than Vettel is, but still a chance that Vettel could fight back, of course, down this straight. He's passed Rosberg into turn 1 a couple of times already in this race, and it looks like he's got a good run out the final corner then, so he may still have a chance here, even if he is struggling a little bit in that middle sector. But down the pit straight they go. It doesn't look like anyone's coming in for wet or intermediate tyres yet, but the inside goes Vettel, and into turn 1 Rosberg looked like he may hold on to the position there as the Toro Rosso was sliding about under braking, but Vettel has just about got the move done. Once again he's back into P10 for now, and this could be a really tense battle now to the finish. Only 3 laps to go, and the track is only going to get wetter as the rain continues to fall here, and up towards turn 4, and Vettel's run very wide, and Rosberg's capitalised straight away and back up into 10th place then for Rosberg, and he's just pulling away from it. It looks like he's enjoying these conditions a lot more than Vettel is at the minute, and it looks like Massa could be waiting to line up and move, but he doesn't seem to be in too much of a hurry here as Vettel runs wide again, and now Massa is surely going to go up the inside, and yes he does, up into P12 then, and only just over 2 laps to go then. And is it worth making the change for tyres? Well, we can see in the bottom right that Vettel is making a request to come in for pits, and in the bottom left you can see on the map that plenty of cars are coming in. So the Toro Rosso team are ready for Vettel now, but he's changed his mind. He's going to stay out. He's decided only 2 more laps. He might as well stay out and see how high up the field he can get as everyone else is coming in. And looks like this could be quite a gamble here, but it might just get him his first points, and also Toro Rosso's first points as well. And it looks like he is P6 then as everyone else is coming in, and wow, it's going to be a very tense last couple of laps now as Vettel on dry tyres there, groove tyres, so not quite as bad as slicks, but still going to be pretty difficult to drive on. As Jarno Trulli not long after has an engine failure then, so that's a disappointment for him. And then later on in that same lap, Felipe Massa here going along, and he also has an engine failure, so that's rain and oil on the track now for the drivers to contend with. And meanwhile, while that's going on, we can see Vettel here is having to defend from Coulthard and Button, who were behind him and now on intermediate tyres. Of course, this is a battle for 6th place, so Vettel could afford to drop behind these two and still get a point here, but of course he would really, if he can, like as many points as possible here, and he's defending the position very well here from Button and Coulthard at the minute. And they're about to start the final lap, and we're riding on board with it now for the final lap of the race, and Vettel's still holding on, but he's gone very deep into turn 1 now. Those groove tyres not giving him much grip at the minute. He certainly needs tyres with deeper grooves anyway, but it looks like he's still holding on to the position very well here. Round 10-3, but there's oil on the track from Trulli's engine failure, and he's spun off, and it looks like that is the chance of points gone in the blink of an eye. And Ralf Schumacher's through then, and Vettel is down to P9. That is devastating for him and for the Toro Rosso team. A bit of a lapse in concentration there. No doubt he'll have known that a Toyota had gone off there, but it looks like there's a yellow flag, and there's a car going slowly. It looks like it's Button, and Vettel is back into P8 then. So what an incredible turn of events this is, and on the final lap it looks like Vettel is back into a points position in most incredible circumstances. We're going to look at a replay now to see what happened, and of course Vettel there spinning on the oil, it looked like it was all over there. He had to wait for the Toyota to get past before he could spin his car back round. And we're going to look further up the field now then, and Button then still trying to get past Coulthard, and the Honda just gives up on him for the 2nd race in a row. Mechanical failure for the Honda team, and a massive shame for them, but for Vettel, he's really got away with it there, and he's back up into a points position. So in the most incredible circumstances, he's still squaring about with that Toro Rosso still on dry tyres, but he's back into 8th place. So what an incredible finish to the race this is, as Vettel just needs to keep it going now, just keep it moving in the right direction. He's got one more corner to go. Kimi Raikkonen has already won the race, but it's Nico Rosberg who's been in his shadow all race pretty much. He was continuing to chase him down, but as they come across the line now, it's Vettel who's going to take his first points and Scuderia Toro Rosso's first ever points in Formula 1. What a race that was. So it was Kimi Raikkonen then who won the race for the McLaren team. They've had a very strong start to the season. Raikkonen's been on the podium in both races so far. Schumacher was second and a very resurgent drive from him today. Barrichello was third, getting his first points of the season, and Honda's as well. Montoya fourth, he's had a strong start to the season as well. Alonso and Coulthard 5th and 6th once again. Ralf Schumacher 7th and Vettel in 8th. Rosberg once again impressive in 9th, and Villeneuve with Sauber's strongest result of the season so far in 10th. Liuzzi was 12th, which rounded out a very good weekend for Toro Rosso, with Webber 13th, a long way off his rookie teammate again, and Heidfeld disappointing again in 14th, with Albers in 15th, and both Super Aguri's getting to the finish. It was Button, Montero, Trulli, Massa and Fisichella who all failed to make the finish today, and only 17 finishes out the 22 that started then. So yeah, it was a pretty epic race today, as here are the points. Raikkonen scored the most today, and it puts him to the top of the championship. He's got a very comfortable lead in fact now over Juan Montoya in second, his teammate. Fisichella down to third, then Michael Schumacher up to fourth, Barrichello also up to sixth then with that podium today. And Vettel actually dropping a place despite scoring points today. He's in 11th place with Villeneuve, Klien and Liuzzi all gaining points today thanks to their strong finishing positions, with Button, Webber, Heidfeld, Trulli among the names that all dropped down today. They've had a very disappointing start to the season, it has to be said, with McLaren scoring the most points today in the Constructors. They move comfortably ahead now of Renault in the championship, with Ferrari still third, Honda moving up to fourth, and Toro Rosso there moving down despite scoring points today, and Sauber, Midland and Super Aguri still down at the bottom there. So yeah, a lot of changes then after that second race. It was a very eventful one, no doubt about it, and I'm sure Toro Rosso will have something to say about that great drive from Vettel and their first points. Outstanding performance. Sebastian, you are fast becoming a legend at Toro Rosso. Your performance at the Sepang International Circuit over the weekend had to seem to be believed. Absolutely clinical driving. So yeah, very happy then. We're looking at the news then. Of course, the main story is Kimi Raikkonen's win, which takes him to the top of the championship then by a comfortable margin, has to be said. And yeah, we're looking further down those news stories as well. You can see there that more disappointment for Honda than this weekend. Of course, they did have that podium, but once again, it was a mechanical failure for them, which is really not what they need. Only in their second race as a full works Honda team now. But we're going to start turning our attention now to the Australian Grand Prix, which is only a week away. Can Renault win it like they did in 2005? We'll have to find out next time. But if you enjoyed this race, then be sure to leave a like, and I shall see you next time. And meanwhile, subscribe if you're new to view the rest of the series. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.